breath in the dead of night. A mirror smile, but it's paper thin, hiding all the darkness deep within. They see the surface, but don't know the storm in my head where I'm constantly torn. I'm screaming on the inside, but no one can tell. I'm locked in a cage in my personal hell. Suicidal thoughts creeping like a ghost. I'm slipping away, losing what I need the most. I'm at my breaking point, can't take this anymore. I'm drowning in the waves, washed up on the shore. Fighting with myself, losing to my mind. I'm searching for the answers, but they're hard to find. I'm falling, I'm crashing, but no one sees the war in my head, bringing me to my knees. I'm lost in the darkness, can't find my way, but I'll fight through the pain just to live another day. Just to live one more day. Anxiety's a shadow, follows every move. Keeps me on the edge, nothing left to prove. The walls are closing in, I can barely breathe. I'm suffocating under all this grief. Every smile's a mask, every laugh's a lie. I'm living in a world where I just wanna die, but somewhere deep inside, I'm holding on, even when it feels like everything is gone. I'm screaming on the inside, but no one can tell. I'm locked in a cage in my personal hell. Suicidal thoughts creeping like a ghost. I'm slipping away, losing what I need the most. I'm at my breaking point, can't take this anymore. I'm drowning in the waves, washed up on the shore. Fighting with myself, losing to my mind. I'm searching for the answers, but they're hard to find. I'm falling, I'm crashing, but no one sees the war in my head, bringing me to my knees. I'm lost in the darkness, can't find my way, but I'll fight through the pain just to live another day. Just to live one more day. Come on! Just to live one more day. Anxiety's a shadow, follows every move. Keeps me on the edge, nothing left to prove. The walls are closing in, I can barely breathe. I'm suffocating under all this grief. Every smile's a mask, every laugh's a lie. I'm living in a world where I just wanna die, but somewhere deep inside, I'm holding on, even when it feels like everything is gone. I'm at my breaking point, can't take this anymore. I'm drowning in the waves, washed up on the shore. Fighting with myself, losing to my mind. I'm searching for the answers, but they're hard to find. I'm falling, I'm crashing, but no one sees the wall in my head, bringing me to my knees. I'm lost in the darkness, can't find my way, but I'll fight through the pain just to live another day. Just to live one more day. Just to live one more day. Come on. Real is my enemy, I don't recognize his face that's staring back with broken eyes. Depression is sinking in and anxiety's grip tight. I'm fighting for my breath in the dead of night. A mirror smile, but it's paper thin, hiding all the darkness deep within. They see the surface but don't know the storm in my head where I'm constantly torn. I'm screaming on the inside, but no one can tell. I'm locked in a cage in my personal hell. Suicidal thoughts creeping like a ghost. I'm slipping away, losing what I need the most. I'm at my breaking point, can't take this anymore. I'm drowning in the waves, washed up on the shore. Fighting with myself.
That's a wrap. We're gonna do just a little bit of legs, but then we're gonna take it real easy, real freaking easy. Mostly just recovery stuff. Maybe a little bit of hamstrings. That always feels good on the knees, and then we're gonna get out of here. But that is a PR for sure. I think I might have squatted 515 for a double one time before, but that was. Oh, you know what? No, that was 515. So I squatted 515 for a double before, but only one set. So 4 sets for a PR, for sure. Feeling a little sick too, so it might be a little bit heavier than it was supposed to be. But 585. Loading? Question mark. Be nice. Then I can be within like 300 pounds of my deadlift. Deadlift specialist problems. But let's finish this workout. And then we also got to go to fucking Walmart. Get some peanut butter and oats. You know how it be. Next week, well, coming up in 2 days, we'll be pulling 710 for some doubles. And then we'll rest up. And I'm really 365 on bench should be pretty doable. Anything more than that, I mean, I'm going to be really stoked with. If I get anywhere close to 405, I'm going to shit myself. But, and then squat, like I said, 585. If I get close to 600, I'm going to shit myself. 800, and then 800 for deadlift, yeah. I mean, 800 for deadlift. I mean, if it's not there, I might be a little disappointed. But I feel like it could be there. So, we'll see. We need to keep eating. That's one of the most important things. Make sure you're stuffing your face. Preferably with mostly protein. If you can afford it. And yeah. We're going to see what we can put up. Done with Walmart. Buckle up. We done with Walmart. And we heading home. Picked up literally all I could afford. So hit that like button if you don't want to see me homeless. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. And everybody always asks why. And I mean, nobody really has the answer, to be completely honest. Like I'm not God. I don't know. But I was kind of thinking about this and doing a little bit of research. Flashing my lights for a car that went by because there's a cop on the other side helping a brother out. But sometimes bad things happen to good people, and there really isn't a big, like, you're not going to know why. There's verses in the Bible and Proverbs, I believe with Job, a whole story I was listening to. I've heard it before when I was younger and stuff, but it didn't really hit, like, because you don't have the experience of life yet, so it doesn't really apply to you yet. So as a kid, you hear that, and you're like, oh, alright. But as an adult, it's like, damn, this shit's real. And basically what God says in the Bible, he asks why he went through all that stuff, and he's like, well, I'll tell you when you're older. Basically what he said. He had everything, and he was supposed to be one of God's best, whatever, and there's like an entity, if not Satan, was like, well, he's only good because you give him stuff and you give him worldly things that make him happy, so of course he's going to be all for you. So God entertained the idea. It's like, okay, he allowed the entity, or even Satan, I wasn't 100% sure based off the story, but it does sound like something that Satan would do. So he allowed him to tempt him and strip him of all the stuff that he ever had, all the stuff that he earned, and all his fortunes, and down to nothing. And he wanted to see if he would cave, if he would turn from God and do whatever he wanted to do in order to kind of be happy in the moment, even though if it was blasphemous, if it was the opposite of what God would want for you in your life. So with all that being said, I know I've been dealing with a lot of stuff in my life, financially, relationships, jobs, friendships, you name it. I mean, this is probably one of the most difficult points of my life, period. And I've been through the Marine Corps, so that should tell you something. At least there, you have the camaraderie, you got your friends and stuff. But I'm basically alone. It's basically just me. Yeah, it's just me. I don't really have any close friends. I mean, I got some friends, but not really outside the gym. And it's just been rough. But I think it's extremely important in a man's life to really kind of almost have everything kind of stripped from him and just really get down to the core and the basics, and just to see where your heart and soul is really at, because that can make a big difference. I mean, it can make a huge difference when it comes to eternity. So God isn't really caring about the stuff of this world, money, fame, relationships, girls, like that stuff will all come and pass. And there's a bigger purpose for it. And basically what he says at the end of that story in the Bible is like, you don't have the comprehension, you don't have the physical brain RAM to understand why things happened. And it's not really your position to understand why things happen. It's your position to do the things that you know you need to do. I think a lot of people get stuck and hung up on that, like they kind of get into a victim mentality, like, why is this happening to me? And sometimes the shit's just random. Sometimes there's actually no reason for it, or if there is, you're not gonna know what it is. You're not omnipotent. So, if that's even the word, I don't know. I'm not a gynecologist, but it can be extremely frustrating. I'm going through it right now. And it just kind of seems like nothing's working. And I kind of get tempted with stuff, and I know it's not good. And you gotta make sure you turn from it. It's just like the lady in the red dress in The Matrix. If you remember that scene, I'm gonna throw it in here.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress?
I was.
Look again.
Training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you are one of them.
But they are the gatekeepers. They are guarding all the doors, they are holding all the keys, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them.
Someone.
Yet their strength and their speed are still based in a world that is built on rules. Because of that, they will never be as strong or as fast as you can be.
What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge bullets?
No, Neo. I'm trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to.
But basically, you know, the lady walks by and you get distracted like that, you're dead. Spiritually, physically, it just depends on the situation. But the thing that also happens that's not in that scene is just because the girl in the red dress walks by once and you don't look doesn't mean she's not going to walk by again. Except this time she's going to be hotter. And I mean that in like a metaphor stance. The opportunity is going to be better. More money. More of a sellout. And it gets harder and harder the higher you get up. If you're not physically or you're not spiritually set in the right tone, that stuff will destroy you. Not for life, for eternity. So that's really I've been learning, is just really take control of my spirit and get that in line first. And leave the rest to him. But if you've been struggling with that, I hope that kind of answers some of your question. Like, you really just got to stay on the grind and you got to understand that there's a bigger play going on behind the scenes that you're not going to know about until you're probably dead, to be honest. We have the comprehension of dogs, and he's a human, right? Like, think about how much your dog understands, or your cat, or whatever animal you have understands about the human life. Take that, multiply it by 1,000, and that's the perspective of God. So, good luck. You're not going to figure it out. But it's almost a blessing to not figure it out. It's stressful. It's not your job to figure it out. It's your job to do what you need to do. So, but if you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you guys. And I hope it's motivating. I put a lot into the videos. I enjoy the videos though, so it's kind of a treat for me too. And I'm really excited to see where the strength goes. And ultimately, where my life goes from it, because that's the calling I feel, where I can help the most people and I get a lot of satisfaction from it, and I feel like I'm doing a lot of good. And that's all life is, man. So that's all life is. Don't overcomplicate it. So I appreciate you guys. Until next time.